Good morning, Cavs Nation. Today is July 7th. Vegas Summer League is back, and so are your Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to talk about it coming up next. Across the Cavs, number 216. Good morning, good morning. It is a glorious day for Cleveland. Now in Vegas, they will play the first of 4 games for Summer League. We got the Brooklyn Nets tonight, the Toronto Raptors on Sunday, the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday, and the Chicago Bulls the following Thursday. 4 games in 7 days for the Cleveland Cavaliers in Summer League, as we wish a happy birthday to Chris Birdman Anderson. Flap those wings. He was getting up with Bron in Miami. He was getting up with Bron in Cleveland, although he did get injured a little too soon and unfortunately couldn't be back on the court. But it was cool seeing Birdman in the Cavs uniform at all. You know, so many of the guys that came to the Cavs, just like, wow, we really got them. They really donned Cavs jerseys at some point in their career. But another short pod today. Talked about the new additions last time. Ty Jerome, Damian Jones, George Niang, and Max Strus. And if you missed it on YouTube, did a quick little 3-minute what Jerome and Jones add to the program. So take a look there on the Network 216 YouTube channel. And hoping maybe we'll get a Bowl or a trend in Watford up next. Wenyen Gabriel, a lot of bigs out there. Mo Bamba was a choice. He went to Philly. Shout out to the Sixers for re-signing Montrezl Harrell, because that means that they are going to screw up on Paul Reed. Because why would they have Mo Bamba, Montrezl Harrell, and Paul Reed all behind Joel Embiid? That front office got some work to do with that bench. And are they even going to trade Harden? What is going on? Curious to see how they handle things. But the only other real big news out in the last couple days is Grant Williams goes to Dallas. So that is a very good fit for a defensive guy that can shoot threes and miss twos. Like, I'm going to make both. Son, you missed both free throws. Shout out to the Cavs beating the Celtics that day. Cavs Summer League. Here's who we got. We got Imani Bates, Mike Bothwell from Furman University, Sharif Cooper, the G League stud, Khalifa Diop from Senegal, played for Gran Canaria in Spain last year, Wendell Green from Auburn, Seth Henderson Jr., started out at Campbell, went to Arizona. We got Sam Merrill, finished the year with the Cavs, Isaiah Mobley on a 2-way contract again for next season. Older brother of Evan will turn at 24 in September. We got Pete Nance. We had Larry Sr., we had Larry Jr. Let's keep it going. Pete Nance in the Cavs uni. Hell yeah. Craig Porter Jr., Wichita State. Excited to watch him play. Got Devontae Shuler from Mississippi. Spent last year at the Cleveland Charge. We got Luke Travers from Down Under. A fan of Dellavedova. Friend of Dellavedova. Played for the Perth Wildcats last year. He's a guy that brings a lot to the table, and he's only 21 at the moment. Don't believe he's playing for the Cavs next year. He re-signed in the NBL. And we got Fabian White, who spent last year with the South Bay Lakers after playing his college ball at Houston. So a couple of guys really want to highlight and look at numbers. Pete Nance is a good place to start. He did 4 years with Northwestern, from 2018 to 2022, I'm averaging 3-2 to 9-6 with 1 block, 11-7. Then as a senior at Northwestern, 15-7, 3 assists, 1.1 blocks. Hit 45% of his threes. And then he was a grad transfer to UNC. Obviously a down year for the Heels, but he averaged 10-6, 2 assists, over a block. And he made 32 threes on 100 attempts. Decent rim protector. Can knock down the 3. He's athletic like his brother. And just giving him the chance. Why not? I think it's a great opportunity for Pete to be the next Nance that comes in You know, I don't see why not. That name has done very well for Cleveland. So why not bring in old Pete? He got game. He can spread the floor. He's not great, but he's good. Not everyone has to come into the league being great. Jimmy Butler didn't come into the league being great, and look at him. That's just one of many names. They don't come in expecting to be a star, but look what happens. Look what they did. Look what happened on the floor. So just give him a chance. Let's give Pete an opportunity. And if he plays well, maybe he can compete for one of those back-end roster spots, or he'll spend the year with the charge and could be a 10-day guy later on down the road. And we remind you, folks, we got a Discord channel now. That's right. We'll post all the rumors that we hear on the Cavs, the Browns, the Buckeyes, the Guardians, and more, along with exclusive giveaways and all of our sports bets for the day. But it'll pay you back for your subscription. $10 a month or $100 a year on Discord. Network 216. For all the great conversations, the rumors, the winning bets, any of it. We're there. Go there. Be there. Sign up. YOLO. You only learn once. How about Seth Henderson Jr.? His father, Seth Sr., a friend of the pod. 4-year college basketball player. 3 years at Campbell. Transferred to Arizona, where his role did shrink, but he was okay. He had 46% of his shots, hit 40% of his threes. He averaged 8 and 4 with about a steal and an assist last year. He averaged over a block and a steal in his second year at Campbell. Solid defensive player, solid shooter. You know, he's capable of some big games. You know, it's great that he had the opportunity to go to a bigger place last year. In conference play at Campbell over his last 2 years, he averaged better than 16 points, shooting nearly 50% from the field. He's solid. He does a lot of good things out there, and haven't watched a ton of tape, to be completely honest. But his name is enough for me to root for him. He was a 2020-21 All-Big South player, and I mean, Ced Sr. had a nice run with the Cavs for a couple of years. He started on a team that won a playoff game, with a number of other rookies being there. So I don't see why not give him a chance, right? I mean, we got Larry's son, we got Cedric's son. They're not here just because of their names, though. They're good enough to keep playing ball. Many D1 players just stop. They don't make the pros. Sometimes they don't go to Europe. They just stop. Think about how many guys there are. 3% maybe go to the league the next year out of everybody. Not everyone will, but they're fighting for that opportunity. So many great undrafted gems. And just from Cleveland over recent years. Dean Wade, Lamar Stevens, Delly. So many undrafted guys have come through the ranks and really made it. So maybe Ced is next. Ian Nance might be next. Imani Bates, 2-year college player. One at Memphis, where he was often injured. Shot 38%. 33 from 3, not so good at the line. And then he transferred to Eastern Michigan, where he averaged 19 and 6. A volume shooter, he took 16 shots a game, shot just 40%. Almost 8 threes a game, made 2.5. Got his rebounds up, got his assists up, got his steals up. He was better. Certainly showed some improvement. You know, if we want to look at some specific games. For Imani Bates, he scored 30 in his Eastern Michigan debut. He scored 43 in a game against Toledo. He had 30 points in all on 4 occasions. He racked up 5 games of 10-plus rebounds, 4 of which were met with double-digit scoring. For all the good days, he did shoot under 40% 13 times, you know, but he also had 9 games shooting 50% or better. He can let it fly. He had 4 games of at least 5 threes, 8 games of at least 4 threes, and 12 games of at least 3. So Eastern Michigan certainly disappointed last season, but Imani Bates was not the reason why. He's had some off-court problems. We know this is his chance to turn it around. He mentioned that he was ready to quit on basketball and just be done with the game, but that's not the case. He's happy for the opportunity in Cleveland. We'll see what winds up happening. He spends the year with the charge, or what goes down. He's going to be good. I'm excited. It's a low risk, high reward. Jetty's gone, Lamar's gone, and now as well, Dylan Windler's gone. So Jetty as well, 4 wings from last year, gone. Actually, that was only 3 wings, excuse me. I think I doubled up on Jetty. But there could be a chance. We'll see. Anything can happen. You know, we're always looking to refine the roster from top to bottom. Talked about Craig Porter a little bit before. He's a solid guard. He led Wichita State in every major category last year. Points, rebounds, steals, assists, and blocks. He's athletic. He can shoot. He can share it. You know, we'll see what he brings to the table. We know Sam Merrill, who is the oldest player on the Summer League roster. I don't know how. He's already 27 years old. He has a ring. He was a 25-year-old rookie in the NBA. Sam Merrill is already 27. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that, but he's a sharp shooter. I don't know how much he'll actually play. Looking forward to Wendell Green, who's an undersized point guard. Maybe he can bring things to the table. Sharif Cooper might be challenging for a roster spot. You know, Mike Bothwell from Furman had a nice little college run. We'll see how it goes, right? But at the end of the day, all the guys we just talked about, I want to see Luke Travers and I want to see Khalifa Diop. Cavs really need a backup 5. Damian Jones is, in fact, an upgrade over Robin Lopez. How good is he, though? He's not him. Khalifa Diop, still a young guy, could be a very good ball player. Khalifa Diop last season averaged about 9 and 5 with a block playing for Gran Canaria. There were, 18 games in the Euro Cup and 34 in Liga ACB. He's been playing in Spain for 3 years now. 4, actually, He started playing for Spain when he was 16. He's been there a while. We'll see if he comes over or not. But we know he brings a lot to the table as a potential rim threat and dunker. Luke Travers averaged 9, 6, and 3 with a steal and nearly a block, shooting 40% from 3, playing for the Perth Wildcats last year across 27 games. He'll turn 22 in September, and we'll see what his future is. But Luke Jacob Travers and Khalifa Diop, I believe, will be difference makers for the Cavs by the time all is said and done. And I close with this thought. As soon as Luke was drafted to the Cavs, he had a conversation with Matthew Dellavedova, who spoke great things about Cleveland, about its culture, and what it might be like to play there. Summer League starts tonight. No, I'm not predicting records. Yes, I'm pumped. Let's do it. We'll have more coming up on Across the Cavs later next week. I'm Zach Weiss. Peacing out from Network 216.